Hi, this is King for Guardiac.com, and this is a homework review of Keys G. This is week number 2, and we're just going to listen to your production, and I'll give you some feedback, okay? Here we go. That's so funny. I have to turn on all the tracks. That might help. Here we go. All right. All right, so let me give you some feedback from here. First of all, I think you have a good musical concept. Let's talk a little bit about your mixing. Some of the mixing could have been stronger on your mixing, and let's talk about what I think first would be the kick and the snare. So what I would probably do is I'm going to switch over to my studio monitors, and I'm going to just play the kick and the snare, click, kick, and the clap. So I'll solo that, right click, and solo the kick, and play back. Alright, so I would bring some of the power back into my kick. So I'm going to go ahead and solo my kick and find out what's going on. I'll first here check and see if maybe I put stereo separation on that kick. If I didn't, it might be the choice of the kick that I'm using. So I'm going to go look for that kick that you're using. Alright, and it looks like you stacked two kicks on top of each other and use the snare in coordination with your kick. And I can look at your pattern and see that's exactly true. You have a stack of 3. Okay. I might want to pull back that snare a little bit so there's not too much of the snare. So in other words, my snare might go down below my kick. And it looks like you chose FX output number 1 for your kick, snare, and everything, which I would have chose differently because there's a different frequency range that is going to be affected by the kick and the snare. So I would have put my snare on a separate output. So let's just go ahead there and Control L and send that to output 11. Now my kick is my snare rather is on output 11. Now I can bring the volume of that snare up and down if it's dominating my kick, or I can put an EQ on it. I would use a parametric EQ or a paragraphic EQ. Going to go with the parametric. All right, hit play. And I would tune that snare. All right. Maybe bring it down a little bit. You can already hear the power coming back into the kick. Let's play the whole track together. Okay, so those are just some ideas that you can begin to apply to your homework assignment. Overall, I grade your homework assignment an A. You did really well. We're going to have to get you into recording vocals so we can see how you learned the whisper track, all right? So you get an A for this week's assignment. This is King. We're going to have our live class one-on-one, and we'll go in more depth on your mixing. Overall, your creativity was, I give that an A also, okay? All right, so mixing, creativity, and I read your article. You get an A all across the board. Good job. All right, I'll talk to you again next week. Take care.